Hello my dear students, welcome all of you in your English class. I am Miss XII from SBMM Junior College Shardanagar. Students, with the help of this video, I want to discuss a new and different topic with you. Through this video, I will focus on section number 3, that is writing skill included in our syllabus. Students, as you know that in this modern world, creativity plays an important role in our life. In fact, it is one of the most important characteristics of being human. But now, it is said that we are killing creativity of our students. So by considering the same thing and for the development of creativity, we have to learn 3.2. Do schools really kill creativity? Mind mapping, a different but an interesting writing skill introduced in our syllabus. या व्हिडिओच्या माध्यमातून आपण 3.2 माइंड मॅपिंग ह्या नवीन रायटिंग स्किलची माहिती जाणून घेणार आहोत. So let's get ready to be creative student and develop your knowledge about mind mapping. Students, just focus on image in front of you. So before moving the concept of mind mapping, let's focus on a given activity. Here you can see some images focusing on preparation for board exam. So you have to write your answer in the given images. For example, you can write the points like this: reading the textbooks, then preparing notes, solving the different activities given in the text, doing homework regularly, preparing study timetable, focusing on self-study, practicing a lot. So students, here we just use the keywords and concept instead of descriptive sentences, and we explain our answer creatively by linking our thoughts with the central concept. It is also a kind of mind map because it's a geographical it's a graphical representation of our thoughts, ideas and concepts. So just keep in mind, students, mind map is a diagram used to visually organize information. की माइंड मॅप हा एक आकृतिबंध असून त्याद्वारे माहिती संघटित केली जाते. Now students, let's focus on the concept of mind mapping in detail. Dear students, whenever you have to complete a similar type of detailed graphical figure in your own style, showing the thoughts or ideas or concepts that keep on generating in your mind, then you choose a particular style or design or a graphical representation to describe the same idea or facts or situations. You used different types of shapes just like in our previous slide. So this type of presentation can be called as mind mapping. की ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही तुमच्या भावना, विचार, कल्पना आणि संकल्पना व्यक्त करण्यासाठी विशिष्ट शैली, आराखडा, आकार आणि आलेखाचा वापर करता आणि त्या सादरीकरणातून एक नवीन आकृती तयार होते, त्यालाच माइंड मॅपिंग असे म्हणतात. While doing mind maps, you can use different shapes, arrows, lines, connectors, balloons, boxes, curved arrows, callouts means symbols, then scribbles means drawing carelessly and in a hurry, scrawls, explosions, etc. Whenever you want to describe your point of view. की माइंड मॅप्स तयार करताना तुम्ही विविध आकार, बाणांचे प्रकार, रेषा, कनेक्टर्स, बलून्स, बॉक्स, वक्राकार बाण, चिन्हे किंवा स्फोटक अशा आकृत्यांचा वापर करू शकता. So here you can see different types of outlines of mind mapping that we can use to express ourselves or while writing answers and preparing notes on any topic. So in this way you can use these different shapes and designs while creating a mind map. Now let's focus on an example of mind mapping by Sir Ken Robinson's different claims about creativity introduced in the article, and this article is written by Julian Astle, the Director of Education of the RSA. It means Royal Society of the Arts in UK. Students, Sir Ken Robinson is an educationalist and FRSA, it means a Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts in UK, and he had given his views on creativity. He said that schools killed creativity and we didn't grow into creativity. If you consider our educational system, we are giving more weightage to theory than practical, a skill-based activity. Our education is out of creativity, yet we call ourselves as educated people. So according to Robinson, creativity is so important and we can acquire it in education itself, because true creativity is based on knowledge that we acquire in school, and our development and further learning depend on our previous or basic knowledge. Therefore, we must not kill creativity but cultivate it by providing प्रॉपर फाउंडेशन्स टू स्कूल चिल्ड्रन. की रॉबिन्सन यांच्या मते शाळांमधून विद्यार्थ्यांच्या सर्जनशीलतेचा विकास घडवला गेला पाहिजे आणि त्यासाठी विद्यार्थ्यांना प्राथमिक अवस्थेमध्येच विविध मूलभूत संकल्पनांची ओळख करून दिली पाहिजे. सो इन शॉर्ट स्टुडंट्स, अकॉर्डिंग टू रॉबिन्सन, creativity plays a significant role in any student's life. Dear students, you became aware about the views of Sir Ken Robinson regarding creativity. Now let's focus on an example given by Robinson that how schools kill creativity. की शाळांमध्ये सर्जनशीलतेचा बळी कसा दिला जातो त्याचं एक्झाम्पल रॉबिन्सन यांनी आपला टेक्स्टमध्ये दिलेलं आहे. सो लेट्स फोकस ऑन दॅट एक्झाम्पल. This example deals with a young girl and her name was Gillian Flynn. And at the age of 8 years old, Gillian was considered as a problem student by the school because she couldn't sit still and concentrate on her learning. And so her mother sought a medical explanation for Gillian's constant fidgeting and lack of focus. Doctor suggested to speak privately with her mother, so they left Gillian alone. But while leaving that room, the doctor turned on the radio. And because of being alone in a music-filled room, that young Gillian, she began to dance. After observing her action through the window, the doctor announced to her mother that Gillian was not sick, but she was a born dancer. So now at the age of 92, Gillian had developed a long career in ballet dance at the musical theatre, and she became world's most successful choreographer also. But yet the school ignored her extraordinary talent due to her behavioral problems. So just keep in mind, we don't have to kill creativity. We should have to focus on students' ability and their creativity, and we should develop that ability in our students. Dear students, you know that a huge amount of research on skill acquisition has found that the skills developed by training and practice, they are very rarely generalized to other areas and are in fact very closely related to the specific training. की कौशल्य संपादनाचा विकास हा प्रशिक्षण आणि सरावाशी निगडीत असतो. As you know, critical thinking is an important part of most disciplines, and if you ask disciplinary experts to describe critical thinking, you may find considerable similarities in the responses of mathematicians and historians. They are describing same thing, but they are not. The same is true with creativity also. Creativity is not a single thing, but in fact a whole collection of similar but different processes. की सर्जनशीलता ही एकच गोष्ट नसून यामध्ये अनेक प्रक्रियांचा समावेश होतो. But if a student decided to apply a creativity in mathematics by deciding that 2 plus 2 equal to 3, it's not being creative, it's just a silliness since the student is no longer doing mathematics. की गणितामध्ये 2 अधिक 2 बरोबर 3 म्हणजे सर्जनशीलता नसून तो मूर्खपणा ठरतो आणि त्यामुळे तुम्ही सर्जनशीलही बनत नाही. सो कीप इन माइंड, क्रिएटिविटी इन्व्हॉल्व्स बीइंग ॲट द एज ऑफ ए फील्ड बट स्टील बीइंग विदिन इट. की सर्जनशीलतेमध्ये कार्यक्षेत्राच्या बरोबर राहणे गरजेचेच असते. सो these arguments can be applied for the 21st century skills also. Students, now we have to discuss about 21st century skills such as problem solving, communication, learning how to learn, and transfer of skill. Students must be confident while solving any problems in front of them. They must learn to work well with others in any situation. So some transfer is definitely possible in those situations. However, the really important message from the research in this area is that if you want students to be creative in mathematics, we have to teach this in mathematics classroom, and if you want student to think critically in history, you have to teach this in history classroom. की 21व्या शतकामध्ये विद्यार्थ्यांना सर्जनशील बनवण्यासाठी त्यांना विविध कौशल्ये व विषयांचे ज्ञान देणे गरजेचे आहे. नाऊ लेट्स फोकस ऑन 4 fronts of education and the educational goals. Dear students, whenever we consider all education, that time we have to keep in mind about some important things, and you can call them as forefront of all education. First one is mastering disciplines. It means we must acquire knowledge and have mastery over specific branch, as well as our self-control behavior is also important. Then we must have to teach the students how to communicate effectively with each others. We must give them the importance of creativity during discussions and arguments also. Educational goals are also important and significant, such as what is true or what is not. की सत्य आणि असत्य यांच्यातील फरक काय आहे. What is beautiful, सुंदरता म्हणजे नक्की काय. What is good for being a worthy person, a good worker and an ideal citizen. And these educational goals should be perennial. It means they must be long lasting. की शैक्षणिक ध्येय ही चिरकाल टिकणारी असायला हवी. But keep in mind, if we want to make every student a creative student, then we have to provide such curriculum, and students need to understand the central place of disciplines in education and take them as their starting point in curriculum designing. So now let's focus on enhanced activities with mind mapping. Dear students, the given table is focusing on importance and enhance. It means increase activities with mind mapping. The first one is explore new ideas and concepts, and it helps students to get a better understanding of new ideas, and by having them create a mind map also. A mind map can assist with understanding because it conveys hierarchy and relationships, allowing students to see the big picture. की माइंड मॅपिंगमुळे नवीन संकल्पना समजण्यास मदत होते, तसेच त्यामुळे विविध श्रेणी, क्रम आणि सहसंबंध स्पष्ट होण्यास सहाय्य मिळते. सेकंड वन इज ब्रेनस्टॉर्म. टू गेट क्रिएटिव्ह, juices flowing with mind mapping. Mind maps are a great brainstorming tool and that we can use while teaching, and it can help students let their thoughts flow freely while making important connections between ideas and concepts. की माइंड मॅप हे ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंगचे उत्कृष्ट साधन असून त्याद्वारे विद्यार्थी निर्भयपणे त्यांचे विचार, कल्पना आणि संकल्पना यांचा संबंध स्पष्ट करतात. द थर्ड वन इज कॉल्ड टेकिंग नोट्स. इट एनकरेज स्टुडंट्स to engage in active thinking instead of transcriptions by using mind maps for note taking. Mind maps encourage students to focus on keywords and ideas instead of just writing down what the teacher says. माइंड मॅपिंगमुळे विद्यार्थी महत्त्वाचे शब्द आणि कल्पना यांचा वापर करून नोट्स तयार करू शकतात. फोर्थ वन इज राइट essays. Through this, student can create an essay outline, gather their arguments and quotes, or brainstorm ideas for their essays with the help of mind maps. माइंड मॅप हे एसे रायटिंगमध्ये देखील महत्त्वाचं कार्य करतात. फिफ्थ वन इज मेमोराइज इन्फॉर्मेशन. माइंड मॅप्स ॲक्टिवेट मेनी लेवल्स ऑफ brain activity and are a great tool to help with memorization from vocabulary words to a foreign language. की माइंड मॅप्स हे मेंदूला कार्यान्वित करून स्मरणशक्ती वाढवण्यास मदत करतात. Sixth is to create presentations. Students use mind maps to present information in an interesting and engaging way with mind maps. Students can use mind mapping software to create a presentation in advance or create one on the spot during a live presentation. की माइंड मॅपिंग सॉफ्टवेअरच्या आधारे सादरीकरणास मदत होते. सेवन्थ, स्टडी फॉर अन असेसमेंट. माइंड मॅप्स आर अ ग्रेट वे फॉर स्टुडंट्स टू गॅदर ऑल द इन्फॉर्मेशन that may be covered on an examination, including class notes, textbook chapters and reading list. की माइंड मॅपच्या आधारे परीक्षेसाठी उपयुक्त व आवश्यक नोट्स, चॅप्टर्स, रीडिंग लिस्ट यांची माहिती संकलित करता येते. Last one is execute group projects. So by using a mind map, student can visualize what needs to be done and who needs to do it. Using an online mind mapping program is the best for group projects, so student can easily share it. की माइंड मॅपिंगच्या आधारे ग्रुप प्रोजेक्ट्स तयार करणे व पूर्ण करणे शक्य होते. Dear students, here you can see the mind mapping template. It means shape or pattern. You can use your ideas or thoughts or concepts to illustrate and develop your mind map. You can develop your ideas in the form of main branch, means main or central idea. Sub branches must deals with secondary ideas, and tertiary branches with next level ideas respectively. की हा माइंड मॅपिंगचा एक आकृतिबंध असून याचा वापर करून तुम्ही तुमचे माइंड मॅप्स तयार करू शकता. सो कीप इन माइंड दिस डिझाइन ऑफ माइंड मॅप. This is also an example of mind map template. It also focuses on the things that you can use in your mind mapping, such as paper. It may be blank or landscape size. Then you start your pattern. You can use images, different colors and words in your mind map also. Then use concrete thicker length and organic lines in your mind map pattern. You can use different styles, and your structure must be clear, showing associations, radiant and hierarchical. So you can use this template for mind mapping also. Now students, let's focus on some benefits of mind mapping. It is useful in brainstorming activities based on ideas, concepts and problems. It will help you to understand connections and relationships. You can communicate benefits, new things and different thoughts through it. Then during meetings, lessons and while planning, you can prepare your notes by using mind maps. If you want to recall some facts, associations and information, mind map is so useful. You can organize your ideas, concepts and facts precisely with the help of mind mapping. So in this way, mind mapping is very useful and beneficial in your life. Dear students, here you can see a mind map of emotions. It gives information about different emotions and their effects also. की ह्या माइंड मॅपद्वारे आपणाला भावनांचे विविध प्रकार आणि त्यांचे होणारे परिणाम स्पष्ट होतात. Whenever you become sad, you feel down, you look blue, boppy, it means disappointed, grieved and depressed. Then while excited, you feel energetic, ecstatic, aroused and bouncing. Our angry emotion creates irritation, resentful, miffed, upset and madness. Whenever you will be scared, you feel tense, nervous, anxious, frightened and terrified. Our happiness shows our fulfilled, contented, glad, optimistic and pleased nature. So in this way you can draw your mind maps by using different patterns and keywords. Students, here you have another example of mind mapping focusing on your future life. So future is your main concept, and fun, family, education, sports, job and marriage, these are secondary things related to your future. You can also add some words for fun, such as picnic, trekking, visit to amusement park, like this. So you can describe every secondary thing in your mind map. So students, just keep in mind that mind mapping is a creative activity based on your thoughts or ideas or concepts, and it is a graphical figure with different shapes, patterns and designs. This mind map is based on the activity given in your text. Here you have to develop a mind mapping frame or design to show the development in your personality seen with yourself in the last 5 years with the help of given points. So here I created that design for you with some blank shapes. So try to fill up those shapes with some keywords. All of you have to solve this activity of mind mapping. Dear students, this is also an activity from our text. Here you have to show benefits of games and sports to the students by using given points such as fitness and stamina, team spirit, group behavior, killer's instinct means मराठीमध्ये अंतःप्रेरणा, and your thoughts about will to win. So give a try to this activity also. In this way, mind mapping is an important writing skill. It develops our creativity. It is so useful in notes, memorization, presentations, in exams and for group projects also. Students, you can take different examples such as your daily routine, your time management, your goals, your study plan and yourself also, and try to prepare different mind maps based on these central ideas. Thank you my dear students, and keep learning now with the help of mind mapping.